We've got baseball for you from Guaranteed Rate Field on the south side of Chicago. Today, we've got a matchup of playoff hopefuls in the same division between the Minnesota Twins and the Chicago White Sox. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and with the season in its final month, guys, we're going to see a lot of battles like this one between division rivals with a lot on the line.
Absolutely, Matt. This is the time of the year where the division rivalries really come to the forefront. Both of these clubs are pushing for October, and with how well they know each other, should be a lot of fun watching them battle it out here in this one.
Matthew Thompson is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Now at the plate here is Luis Arias, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch on the way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Lots of sunshine in the forecast, 83 degrees here at first pitch. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. Greg Allen waits on deck. That one's in there, 3-1.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap.
I know we're just one batter into this game, but this pitcher's going to have to be aggressive in the strike zone. He cannot consistently fall behind and give these guys 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, or he's going to have a long day.
At the plate now, Greg Allen. Late square, and this is popped up. Fletcher is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting third, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch of the AB on its way, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeJong. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field, number 26 for him on the season, as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes in here right at 260. 18 homers and 74 RBIs. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Two and 1 to David Dahl.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Wow, he's looking awfully shaky to start this game, guys. That's 3 hits and a walk, and there's no doubt that he's fighting himself right now. See if he can get this train back on the rails here.
Next up, Joey Bart. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
One and 2 to the Twins catcher.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-2. Hit hard to short. Rogers picks it up. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. But the Twins do strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first now on the south side. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Twins. Josh James, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
David Fletcher is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, despite that loss last time out, they've been one of the hottest teams around, winning 8 in a row before that.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
To the left side, but it's well foul. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Colin Moran. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The numbers on the year, 272. 14 homers and an even 50 RBIs. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third, the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Now the pitch. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Two and 2 to Marcell Ozuna. Two pitch is fouled away. Into the windup and the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
The batter will be Luis Robert. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Ozuna at second with 2 down. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
That's a ball. Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. Three and one now.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Popped him up. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a liner. Robert is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting it, the third baseman, Michael Chavis.
1 out, base is empty, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. Now the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike two. Hit hard to the right side, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Around first, digging for two, and he'll pull into second with one away.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 25.
Into the box, Julio Pablo Martinez, and he's one to watch out for. A 7-game hitting streak coming in. First pitch of the AB now. 1 out and a runner on second base. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Luis Arraez comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And they're runners at the corners now. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Two and one now to the Twins leadoff man.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. Well, Dan, do you agree with the timing of the visit from the pitching coach?
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Stepping up is Greg Allen as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And for me, this is the side he looks more fluid from. A little more control in his swing, and it seems to lead to more consistent contact than from the right side.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Right side, but it's well foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Santander waits on it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Twins leave the bases loaded, but they lead it 3-0. And here's Renato Nunez. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game.
Renato Nunez.
And now a pitch on the way. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
The 1-0 home. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Brendan Rodgers bats next, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The numbers: 282 to start play, 25 homers, and 72 RBIs. The 1-0.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that take.
Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 22 home runs on the ledger for him so far this year. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 to him now. Into the windup and the pitch. 3-1 to him now. Fastball in there, 3-2.
Four-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped a clutch on that pitch.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for Minnesota.
All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the DH, Paul DeJong.
That was a pretty good changeup in his last at-bat when he hit the home run. That was a changeup away that he drilled to the opposite field. Sometimes as a pitcher, you just have to tip your cap down.
Ouch, that one hit him.
Well, as a pitcher, you never want to hit a guy, but he's been struggling early, and the hitters have owned the inside part of the plate, so maybe this will help him reclaim the inner half and start to become more effective. Has to command it in there, though.
David Dahl to the plate now as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Here's the 0-1. Liner in there for a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. So up steps Joey Bart now As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One and one the count now. From the stretch. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
High and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
So here's Michael Chavis now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Dahl over at second. Rizzo at first. One gone. Ball one. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. The set and the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Called strike two as he locks him up there.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Count remains 2-2.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Standing in now, Julio Pablo Martinez. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. From the stretch. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Man, this is just not what he had in mind when the skipper gave him the ball in this one. He's given up 8 hits, and we're not even out of the third inning. He's getting exposed a little bit here.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Michael Kopech is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. That'll bring up Luis Ariz. And it's fouled away. It was a walk in his last trip. Looking to minimize the damage here. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
To the plate now, Greg Allen. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 delivery. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball two. Fouled away. Now another 2-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. High in the air out to center field. Robert is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Twins are in front, 5-0. At the plate now is Zach Collins. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting 9th.
So here's Johan Camargo.
Johan Camargo.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And foul. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, David Fletcher. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Colin Moran would be next. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Into the box, Colin Moran, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fletcher, the runner at first with 2 gone. Outside, 2-1. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2. From the stretch. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Well, he thought he was just about out of this inning. Then the ball leaves the bat, and he's thinking, please go foul. But no such luck. Right off the foul pole for a 2-run homer. Sometimes this sport just isn't fair.
The left fielder.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And he fouls this one off. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We're through 3 here on the south side. It's the Twins 5 and the White Sox 2. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting power threat, Francisco Lindor. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
Back up the middle. Rogers scoops it up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. There's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
First pitch of the AB now. Paul DeJong is in for the 3rd time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Fourth inning here, already a 5-2 score. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Striding in is David Dahl, singled in his last at-bat. Now the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2. Pitch on the way. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They're still out in front, 5-2. Bottom of the inning now, and digging in is the outfielder, Luis Robert.
The center fielder, Luis Robert.
And the pitch. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Two 2-0 now.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 3-1. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Full count still. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 31 for him on the season, and it's a 5-3 game now. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. At the plate, Renato Nunez.
First baseman,
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now here's the pitch. Line drive, base hit. Now this rolls all the way to the wall. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
now batting, shortstop, Rendon.
In now, Brendan Rodgers, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Struck out in his first at-bat. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Anthony Santander, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center, number 148 for his career, as we are all tied at 5.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
And now, Zach Collins. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. Three runs already home here. Chased a bad one there, 1-1. One and 2 to the White Sox catcher.
Count 1 and 2.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
And the next in is Johan Camargo, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Count even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Changeup laid off down around the shins.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are all tied 5-5. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Joey Bart. Now here's the first offering. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next, it'll be Anthony Rizzo. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him, and he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bart gets his lead at first, nobody out. And there's a base hit on the line. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
To the plate now, Michael Chavis. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate now, Julio Pablo Martinez. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 1-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far as they open up an 8-5 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Jay Spry, the 6'1" southpaw, will be the one that gets the call from the bullpen here. Standing in now, Luis Arias, as he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Here's the 1-0. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And there's the second out as he squeezes it in the coach's box.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box, Greg Allen, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
and it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Rogers moving to his left, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Middle of the afternoon in the Windy City. It's the Twins 8 and the White Sox 5. Marcus Stroman is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and set to go is the second baseman, David Fletcher.
David Fletcher.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit out towards second. And there's one away.
The batter.
Twins are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter, and he'll likely do his best to forget about today.
Hey, this was just one of those games that just weren't meant to be when you add it all up. Had a rough time, only lasted 4 innings. Just wasn't able to give them the kind of performance they were looking for going into this one.
Here's the first pitch. Colin Moran is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. And it's 2-0 now to Colin Moran.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
Too high. Ball.
Marcell Ozuna will be next. The 3-0 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Their count is full, 3-2 to the White Sox DH.
2 strikes.
Line drive base hit. So a line drive single to left makes it 2 hits for him now this afternoon at the plate. And as we give you a look at the White Sox leaderboard, you can see his total there. Currently 2nd best on the ball club.
Ozuna.
Up next, Marcell Ozuna, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's set and the pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. Moran, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Oh, it's hit to third. 5 to second for 1. Back to first, but he wasn't able to set his feet that time as he gets knocked down, and they only get 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
next batter will be Luis Robert.
Nope.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And it misses. 3-1 now. Renato Nunez would be next. He's set. Here's the 3-1. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
2 on, 2 out. And digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Stroman comes set. 1-0 on its way. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone, 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
2 down, runners at first and second. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. White Sox strand a couple. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. New inning set to get underway, and with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate. Pitch on the way.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Now the 0-1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Paul DeJong will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. From the stretch. 1 out, nobody on. And it's 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Here it comes. On the ground to the left side. Rogers brings it in. Throw gets him. 2 down. Digging in next, David Dahl. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there. 1-0. 2-0 to the Twins left fielder.
2 balls, no strikes.
2-0 count, the pitch.
Ball 3.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, catcher, Joey Bart.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and it'll bring Joey Bart up to bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Three and 0 now.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
And stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
The 0-1 on its way. Dahl on second. Bart at first. 2 out in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. But the recovery will come too late, and the bases are loaded now.
Boy, you know, D-Row, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
At the plate, Michael Chavis, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That evens it up 1-1. One and one. Here it is. Seared down the first baseline. And a sliding try, but it's through. A base hit. 1 run is scored. Now a 3rd runner heading for the plate. Now the relay home. And he's safe.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Tyrell Bell gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Julio Pablo Martinez will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And there's ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
So now to the plate, Luis Arias. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs to the bottom of the 6th inning. Minnesota leads this one 12-5. Now to the plate, Brendan Rodgers. He'll lead things off in the Pale Hose half of the 6th. First pitch of the AB on its way. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, look at the dive. Got him. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
The right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Stepping in now, Anthony Santander. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. And he misses 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And another foul ball. The 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
To the plate now, Zach Collins. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. No hits to this point. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Stroman steps into the windup. Here it is on 2-2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. That's not going to help when the score reads 12-5. And now here is Greg Allen, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First pitch on its way.
0-1's the count. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. 1 gone now in the Minnesota 7th. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. Now here's the pitch.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt you.
1 out, nobody on. A high fastball is in there.
1-1.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. So Paul DeJong digs in next. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
DeJong in an 0-2 hole here.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3 as the lead holds at 12-5. Digging in, the switch hitter, Johan Camargo. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Camargo.
Pitch on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
2-2 the count. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Count remains full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Liner towards second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, sometimes you get lucky right there. Looked like a 3-2 pitch out of the zone could have got on base via the walk, but he wanted a knock instead.
Fletcher.
Standing in now, David Fletcher, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
'50th pitch of the game on its way.
Whoa, man.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. To second for 1, on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone, and if you do anything with it, most of the time this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
In now, Colin Moran. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
High in the air down the right field line. Allen will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nothing doing here for the White Sox. That's not going to help when the score reads 12-5. So here is David Dahl. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The left fielder, David Dahl.
First pitch of the AB now. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Ready with the 1-2. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
At the plate now, Joey Bart, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Grounded to the right. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. Next, here is Anthony Rizzo, 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. First pitch on its way. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Nothing doing here for the Twins, as the lead holds at 12-5. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up the big RBI bat of Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball one.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
And he's way off balance with the swing there. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He stays alive, still 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Line drive to center field. Martinez is right there, 1 down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Next up is Luis Robert. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the AB now. Changeup laid off down around the shins. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
The 2-1 home.
That's ball 3.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
So the next to bat will be Renato Nunez, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First delivery to him. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. Now a reaching grab as he makes the play and loses his balance all at once. The throw is wild and he gets away. And now after all that, the tag will get him at second base. It turns into a double play and the inning is over. What a weird play. We've played 8 full. It's the Twins 12 and the White Sox 5. Now to bat, Michael Chavis, and he had that big 3-run bases clearing double in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
1-0 the count. Now here's the pitch. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Santander waits on it. 1 away. So now a guy making a lot of noise in this one, Julio Pablo Martinez. He's got his sights set on a 5-hit ball game here. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He pulls this one into right. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Into the box now, Luis Arias, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The next 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 home.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. There's 1 on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit's all they get. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Twins 12 and the White Sox 5. Scott Oberg enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Ready now for the White Sox, Brendan Rodgers starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Down the left field line and deep, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, and 2, here it comes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
At the plate, Anthony Santander. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. To first. Rizzo is there. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in will be Zach Collins. He grounded out last time up. First pitch on the way. This one's smoked the other way. High and deep to left. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
So now to the plate, Johan Camargo. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Singled last time up. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. The last 2 batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
To the plate now, David Fletcher. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. The White Sox down to their last strike. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Camargo stands at second with 2 gone. Fouled off. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Camargo blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he is out at the plate. Trying to get a little too greedy when he didn't need to be, and this ball game is over. 12-6 the final tally here. Minnesota with their 80th win to pace the division. Marcus Stroman wins in relief for the 8th time this year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 2 minutes. Our paid